Hello everyone, it is page 55 here, and today we will be learning about the Roman Christmas Saturnalia. Now before we begin, please consider liking and subscribing, as it would really help me out a lot. Thank you. Now before we get into the holiday itself, let's learn a little about Saturn and why they celebrated Saturn during the holiday of Saturnalia. Saturn was the Roman god of agriculture and was the Roman counterpart to the Greek god Kronos. It was their belief that Saturn once ruled over a golden age, and the legend states that Saturn flew to Latium, which is modern-day Rome, and taught people to farm. It was also said that Saturn taught the people there to settle their differences through talking instead of trying to harm each other over arguments that didn't work out very well. Saturn ruled over Latium with Janus and his two wives, Io and Ops. Io was the goddess of war and destruction, while Ops was the goddess of wealth and abundance. Two completely different things. Now, the Temple of Saturn was built in the 4th century BC, and some sources show that it was finished in 497 BC. It was built on Capitoline Hill in Rome, near the Roman Forum. The temple was not only used for honoring Saturn, but the Romans also used the temple as their treasury. The statue of Saturn inside of the temple had wool shackles on its ankles. On Saturnalia, the shackles would be removed to show the freedom of Saturn. And leading into the holiday in the temple on the first day of Saturnalia, the Romans would sacrifice a pig. Very interesting choice. Saturnalia is held from December 17th to December 23rd of the Julian calendar. During these days, the people of Rome would partake in many festivities, including gambling, drinking, and just having fun. The Romans saw Saturnalia as a return of a golden age of the world, when Saturn ruled over Latium, and the harvest was bountiful, and the people were generally more happy. And so through these 7 days, businesses and even the government would shut down. All people would celebrate, and in Rome the celebrations would start at the temple at Saturn's temple. One of the coolest things about Saturnalia is that during Saturnalia, slaves would be essentially free men. On some occasions, the masters of slaves would serve their slaves food as the slaves sat at the head of the table. This was because Saturnalia was seen as a return to a golden age, and so all men were equal under the god Saturn. Some Christmas traditions that we have today may have come from Saturnalia. These traditions include gift giving and decorating your house with greenery, commonly wreaths. On the last day of Saturnalia, Romans would give gifts to each other, called Saturnalia. I don't know, I'm probably butchering that. These were little wax figures, often given as a kind-hearted joke to friends and family. This tradition may have evolved over the centuries into the gift-giving traditions that we have at Christmas today. Another tradition was the hanging of wreaths and other greenery. During Saturnalia, the Romans would commonly hang wreaths and other greenery decorations during Saturnalia. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything about the Romans putting up Christmas trees for Saturn. One tradition that the Romans had on Saturnalia that I wish we could have on Christmas is the choosing of a mock king. During Saturnalia, Roman households would pick a lower member of a house to be a mock king, or as they called it, a Saturnalius Principus. I think I'm butchering that one as well. This mock king would make jokes, wear funny clothing, and chase after girls for no reason. The idea of it was that the king of mischief was in opposition to the Romans' normal order. The mock king would usually be chosen by random chance. The most common practice was to hide a coin in a cake, and whoever got the coin in their cake was the king of mischief for that year. Christmas and Saturnalia have a lot of similarities, including the time of year they are celebrated and many of the traditions celebrated during both holidays. The actual date of birth of Jesus is unknown. The church during the 4th century decided that December 25th was Jesus' birthday, but there are some people who believe that Jesus may have been born in the spring. Some people also believe that wow, I just lost all my knowledge right there. Some people also believe that the church may have chosen December 25th in order to tie it together with Saturnalia. Either way, I believe that Saturnalia had at least a small amount of influence on Christmas, whether it was the time of year or just some of the traditions that people partook in. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would like you to consider subscribing and liking this video. It would really help me out a lot and push me to continue doing this channel. I like these kinds of videos, so I'm going to make these kinds of videos. That is all for me. Have a Merry Christmas, and have a good rest of your day.